in the cabbage.
Well, let's get it.
Test.
Yeah, we're live.
Welcome to In the Cabbage. This is crazy.
This is pretty bananas right now that we're actually doing this.
I'm Tommy Sway, Andrew Witt. Please subscribe, please listen, please download, like. And just a reminder, keep swinging. Welcome back to In the Cabbage. I'm your boy, Tommy Sway. To my right, or your left, Andrew.
Yo.
What is up, buddy? How you doing?
Chilling, dude. Chilling, you know?
Nice. We were just talking a little bit about jobs, and we saw like a little news article that UPS is, going to up the wage to $125,000 a year, I believe. Whoa. Would you be able to do that right now? Drive a truck?
I mean, that's such a... yes, I feel like I could. I might go a little stir crazy after a little bit of time, though.
I feel like I always see those guys, and no one ever really has a great smile on their face.
Yeah, but unless you're like... I just don't know if that's me. I don't know if that's... The money sounds great. Is it 125, 150? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's one around there.
Okay.
It's over 100,000.
See, that's fantastic, and especially if I'm on like a morning-ish route, give me like a 7 to 4 kind of type gig.
Right.
And like, I don't know. I feel like it's what you make of it, right? I feel like once you're doing all of these deliveries and you're like popping into these places, you're kind of saying what's up to people. It's fun, but the interactions are short. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like if short interactions for me, come in, smile, say a joke, and then get out of there for me, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, you rock that.
Yeah.
You're really good at that. I would go in there, hey, what's up? How's it going? And then that'd be it.
Get out of there.
I
think that's what you gotta do, though. I just don't want to deal with the stress of it. It's not like you're waking up late either. You're waking up early. I assume.
Yeah, and there's also like night runs too. You go to like
just
8
your
p.m.
schedules, garbage.
Well, yeah, maybe work some weekends too. For sure, working like almost around the clock when it comes to like Christmas time and the holidays. Not like really around the clock, but you're certainly working a little bit of overtime. I don't know. If that's offered to me right now, I'd probably say yeah. But then, what is that really doing for the resume boost? I don't know. It's a really tough one. Because I'm feeling so lost with the career, I'm just going to say yeah. Let's just, hand that to me.
Yeah, I think if I was in a better situation, it wouldn't sound so tantalizing.
Yeah, agreed.
Agreed. But, you do a lot of soul searching, I assume, in that car.
Oh, you have to, right?
I mean, you're digging in the depths of your soul in that truck. No,
you are lost in there, and you become, I would imagine, a huge fan of podcasts and videos. You become an expert in like American history if you want to. You can become an expert in like the Mayan language.
That's a really cool. I would have never.
You just got out. You can learn another language if you want to. Just practice it all day. Which would be sick. It's
such a cool... I never even thought of that.
You get great benefits, too.
Right. If you really wanted to, like, on your free time, you really could be like, you know what? I want to start a small business selling this. I'm going to just, for the next 6 months, it's all I'm going to consume.
Yeah.
If it sticks, it sticks. You know what I mean?
Audiobooks. You could do a lot of stuff in that car for a long time because you're in there for 6.5, 7 hours a day at least.
Yeah, but I think you have to, like you said earlier, you have to become a packer first.
Yeah, you do. I got
no way I'm doing that.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's been doing it for a little while. I think he's now on like year 4. And packing and loading and
my back would be so jacked up.
Are you kidding me?
No chance.
I thought you offered it to me when I didn't have to do all that. I look at a box funny and my back just goes hayward.
Yeah, we got to get that MRI going for you, buddy.
Yeah, I know. And also, I'm a little bit, overall, just a little bit banged up as well, just coming into tonight. Battling a little bit of a cold, but we're here.
Fighting through.
And I also might as well have just broken my toes on the corner of my couch before coming over here, too. I mean, is there anything worse besides maybe stepping on like a Lego or like rock or something like that? I mean, you might as well have, put a splint on the outer 2 parts of my toe tied those little piggies up and just taken a jackhammer to that thing. I mean, I heard a crack and I heard like a little pop. Oh my God. I went
really good
running. Yeah. I crushed it. And my foot is hurting right now. And I'm a little bit concerned. It's not swollen or it's not a little black and blue yet, but I mean, I did it like 2 hours ago.
Damn, dude. I didn't know you blasted your toes. Yeah. There's nothing. I'm stubbing your toe. Awful. Yeah. Slamming your finger in something by accident.
Yeah. That doesn't happen very often.
No.
But when it does, I've gotten my finger slammed in a car door before. It's devastating. Yeah, fingers like showing on through the other side. People are open the door. Just the sheer frantic on those people. It was in a basketball tournament. I had a parent slam the car door on me when I'm hopping in. My hand's right there, just wham on my right hand. Shout out Wayne Runyon, dude.
Oh no! Damn. How were they broken?
No, but I bled out of my fingernail.
Did you play?
Yeah, I played.
Yeah, baby, you played.
Come on now. I mean, not broken. It was a little rattled.
Oh boy.
You know, I was bleeding out like, the little just the nail part of the sides. Okay.
I feel like we're in the part of our relationship where like we've known each other for so long, these old stories we haven't told before are now circulating again.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Because I'm sure you've told me you've broken your slammed your car.
Maybe at some point. It's just not one that's you're actually like talking about too often. But we're talking about when you're biting your lip. That's another big one for me. I hate doing that.
I bite my lip and my tongue all the time.
Oh my God. And then once you do it once,
you do it again.
Yeah.
Right after.
It's a reoccurring cycle.
You chew gum and you're like, I need this gum though, and then you bite it again. Oh man, I bit my when it's a fun story again for self-injuries.
Okay.
I was at a dentist office. Guy numbs my mouth up.
Okay.
Right. I'm so totally numb. I'm a kid too. I think I'm like, right. I'm like where they still have goldfish in the tanks. You get a toy afterwards.
Those are kind of the good days at dentists.
I loved it.
Well, can we just bring that back actually for the adult world?
Because every time, like we said, you go to a dentist, it's never good news.
No, it never is.
You never go in the dentist and you come out like, thank God that was perfect.
And they're always like, you could floss a little bit more. And I'm like, yeah, no kidding. Like I just flossed for a week before coming here.
It's better than me. I just do the night before and the morning of. I have the worst teeth, man. My mom has really bad teeth. My dad has better teeth, but my mom and my other side just don't have very strong teeth.
I'm with you.
I feel like I crack it on like chewing a nail now.
Yeah, I'm worried about that. I've like stopped biting my nails basically. I've used like a fingernail trimmer for like the first time in my entire life the other day.
Oh man,
because really of the sheer panic and fear that my teeth are not going to make it to the age of 40. But,
I mean, I'm going to go with dentures, let me tell you. But you can
get those things looking right, let me tell you.
You can. You can get them really nice now, man.
Of course.
Just hopefully get to that place where if my teeth going the way they keep going, just new teeth.
Someone's got to tell us, and no one is, but it's got to be out there somewhere. Maybe we do a little bit of deep dive. But how come the celebrities until like the age of like 65 have like the most incredibly smiles? They just have the best looking teeth.
Well, it's all fake. They all have fake teeth.
Is that really what it is?
Most of them have fake teeth.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be it, right? There's no way those are the original puppies over there.
No. Will Compton, Taylor Wan, both fake grills.
Really?
Uh-huh. Like it's really...
Well, now I'm not that worried then. Maybe I just invest in some really nice looking smile eventually.
Nice little chompers?
Yeah.
You can't go too late now. You can't be like 55 switching up the smile. We got to get new teeth here in the next 5 years.
Yeah, I'll get them when I'm 55. I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Come back and your kids are like, what's wrong with Dad? He's got a bling in the white smile.
You get to 55 and bite your fingernails for 40 years and see what happens, dude. Like... Man. You're setting yourself up for a complete and utter failure. I just want to have some teeth again.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I'm just getting old, dog.
I want the next 5 years.
You are like considering this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
If I make some cash, it's like first things if I start making money. I'm going to list them off here. We're going to have some fun with it.
Okay, let's see it.
New golf clubs.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's a given.
Brand new set.
Golf trip.
Yeah,
you got to coincide. You have to intertwine the two.
I'm talking about not the fun stuff.
Okay.
Like the obvious stuff. Golf trip, travel with the wife, house upgrades.
Okay.
Of course.
So golf clubs, number one purchase.
Dumb stuff. Golf clubs.
Okay.
Real gold chain.
Wow. If you're making like bank, like someone hands you like 10 million right now.
Oh, no. Real gold chain is like, $20K.
Right. I was saying if someone hands you $10 or 10 million right now, basically. And
I could just go for it.
Or 5 million. That would be a pretty realistic number. 5 million.
Yeah. I mean, then I'm going crazy. And when I'm going more conservative, if I had 5 million in the bank.
Well, obviously a house or, you get a car.
Right.
If you get a little bit of money, and then that's some of the other stuff you're going for. So, okay. Golf clubs, real gold chain.
Real gold chain. Really nice golf shoes. Probably just a bunch of different golf shoes.
Yeah.
And normal shoes.
I'm 100% upgrading the wardrobe if I get some decent cash.
Yeah.
I'm wearing stuff from high school still, dog.
Yeah. I mean, I
just had my 10-year reunion. I'm coming up on number 11 here.
Yeah, I'm wearing, I just got brand new shirts and I wear them like every other day.
Yeah, and I wear them out and they're just, then they're dust.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I'm back to old reliable here.
Yeah, it's just going to go back to the one that's been lasting forever.
Yeah.
Something new, though, that I wanted to talk to you about was you saw, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
I mean, it's the talk of the town right now. It really is. It's all over the Instagram. You see it on the sidelines. Football players are freaking out, pointing up to the box up there,
waving at her.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Travis Kelce's sales are going up 400% for his jersey right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
booming.
It's a great relationship. The Swifties and the NFL fans, I feel like, can get along great. I think it makes sense. I just don't know. Are they officially dating?
I think so.
Okay, we're gonna talk about this as we assume that they are actually together.
Yeah, I'm with it.
So,
I actually, why do you think that would be a good matchup? Swifties and NFL.
I think Travis Kelce is top 5 biggest personalities in football right now.
Totally. He's on the number 1 podcast in sports.
NFL players for sure.
Yeah.
And podcasts, he's becoming really popular. I mean, he's on the best team. One of the best teams.
Yeah.
Or has been the best team.
He's got a couple rings.
He's
got a dynasty under his belt, basically.
Breaking records. Maybe being considered top 5 best tight ends of all time.
I think you can throw him in the top 3 right now.
He's growing.
Easy.
He's growing.
Yeah.
He's getting there. And under, in an age where I think he wants to be a bit more serious.
Yeah. At 33.
Yeah. Get into that spot.
He already had his time with his dating show and went on like that reality TV show, whatever.
Right. So he's used to like cameras. And his SNL, I never watched it, I guess was great.
Big personality.
So
loves the limelight.
That works. And he's, I think he'd be good because he's from Ohio. A little bit more true small town guy. And I don't know, it just seems like he can handle, genuine
upbringing, really cool family, but also just got that major swag and loves putting on the show. I mean, it really works well. Taylor Swift grew up in Philly. So, right. I mean, if we're talking reserved upbringings or whatever, you kind of have that in the back pocket and work for the two of them.
Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, they just seem like a more realistic couple. Like Travis Kelce isn't like 10 out of 10 handsome.
He's pretty damn handsome.
But he's not like a Ryan Gosling, Brad Pitt.
That's true.
He's not actor hot.
Well, it's like, it's like a supermodel compared to an actor or a professional athlete.
What I'm saying is with Taylor Swift isn't also like a 10 out of 10 celebrity.
Exactly. I agree.
Like
the biggest A-lister there is, though.
A+, most popular person in the world right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Which obviously makes you a 10 out of 10. The intangibles is, one of the reasons. But looks-wise...
I see where you're going with this.
Looks-wise, they match up well. Mm-hmm. Like, I would say Ryan Gosling is like traditionally better looking than Taylor Swift would be.
Okay. Sure. I mean, that's you're in your right. And I definitely can see why, because, you have to have a certain amount of talent, but there's no arguments there.
Right.
There's no arguments there.
Where would you rank Taylor Swift in the...
Well, I really do. I mean, I'm so bad with like just famous people in general. So you put me on the spot. I'm coming up with just straight garbage. So what I will do is I will go on the record and say that I don't really know. When I have seen Taylor Swift with a lot of her ex-boyfriends, they aren't like the biggest like. They aren't just like, taller dudes. She's tall. She's like 5'10",
right. She
5'11".
needs to be with a guy who's like athletic.
Yes,
and big.
exactly. Like she kind of like, it just looks like it fits really
does.
well. They both have the fashion and all of that. And if we're going to really rate, because I don't really have like a comparable like person to really throw out there, maybe. I don't know. Like, yeah, Taylor Swift as like looks wise. Yeah, she's got to be like high 8s.
For sure. I mean,
nine,
she's a 10
9, 3.
like you said, she's a 10 because of everything else. But we're just saying
8 to 9.3 just on looks alone.
Right. Love that. I mean, that's a really high.
That's how you just
That's like top of the line.
Sure,
you're a tough grader.
Again, if you got to have room for the 10s. Now I just look like a dick. Yeah. My real lack of knowledge here is just really coming to bite me in the ass.
I just put that up on a tee. No, it's going to be online forever.
Go on the record, and this podcast will never blow up because we don't think Taylor Swift's hot.
Let me just preface: she's a good-looking lady. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm no one to talk. He has no one to talk. You know what I mean? We're just two idiots on a mic, just having fun. But
that's got to be how dumb shit is said all the time. You stick a mic in front of you at the wrong time, and then boom, you're just on the record forever.
Yeah, we're having fun with it. Yeah, we who cares? Anyways, I thought it was funny though, like that Travis Kelce's mom and Taylor Swift are sharing like a booth together. I thought it was really cool, but I thought it must have been weird from the mom's perspective. Like, this mom's gonna be like judging this girl they're dating. It's a mom.
Yeah,
right?
you have
Moms
to.
Always are like, are you going to fit with my son well? It's a natural mom thing, parent thing in general, and no matter who they are. If you're a good parent, I don't care if, my son walks in with Taylor Swift. I'm still going to be like, who is this girl?
Of course.
Like,
what are your intentions?
Right. What's going on here?
Is Travis going to be another like fall
song for you?
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know like what like she needs to like has to do, because that's like the most popular person in the world. Everyone's like idol right now. Like, how do you sit there and judge her? Like, I don't.
Right. I know. Be like, that's crazy.
So what do you do for work? Like,
because like the Swifties literally do like a ride or die, and they see Taylor Swift just absolutely on a pedestal, and like to her point. Right. She really is like, on fire, does everything perfectly well. A super good business lady, extremely smart. Like has created this entire brand for herself and like does everything it's very calculated how she like runs her business and tours and promotions and all that stuff. So I don't know. It's like, I see your point, because it's very much what are your intentions? What are you trying to get out of this? Are you serious? But also, you don't want to insult them. You don't want to insult Taylor.
Right. Because you also know, like, her, like the most popular person in the world. Like, you probably very instantly can know a lot about her. But it's got to be weird just to be like, my son's dating essentially Michael Jackson. Is really the next most popular person I can think of right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I know.
Most she has, like, the last year or two has been just Taylor Swift.
Do you think it's maybe the opposite? Do you think Taylor is maybe trying to impress?
For sure.
You think it's the same similar roles?
I think you fall right. They're human beings. You fall right back into the roles of. I'm sure it's harder for her.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
agree
harder.
With that.
I was sure it's not like she doesn't really want to come in and be like kissing ass.
Yeah.
She's like, in reality, I really don't need your permission. Right. I'm sure she's trying to be sweet and like, I also don't know how real it even seems, this relationship, to be honest.
I have a hard time, and this is just me personally, I have a hard time with just celebrity relationships and how real are they?
Right. Like, I have no...
Like, you're going to act differently when cameras are in front of you. And, like, when the cameras get taken away, like, what is it like? You keep acting like that? You just hope that it's got to be as genuine as possible. But, again, it's just one of those things. It's people have their vendettas or, you know, their ways of how they want to handle certain business situations that they're currently going through. So maybe that's going to, like, shift the way that maybe they're interacting with their partner. I don't know. It just seems there's a lot of variables to the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I have a hard time with it in general for me.
It's weird to be like, I don't know if the intentions are real or not. Let's just, it's just a very funny situation. Like, and I think it's going to be all everyone talks about for months and months and months and months. That's all we're going to hear about.
Travis Kelce needs to get his game on lockdown, though.
He looks good still.
Not talking football game.
Oh, talking about his...
Yeah, I mean, the dude's representing the NFL at this point. I mean, the microscope is on the NFL. It's the talk of the world right now at this point.
Yeah, he's still... It's cool because I've been watching his podcast, and he seems like the guy, no matter what, football's first.
Yep.
He's only a great coach, great team. He loves football. Football's his life. You don't get that good without it being your life and having that mentality. So no matter what, football's first for him. So I think he still needs to be Travis. Like, he still needs to throw his helmet. He still needs to get frustrated.
Totally.
But he needs to do a good job with dating this chick.
Oh, has to.
Like, can't be a dick. If he's going to break up with her.
It's gonna rattle him. I mean, there's gonna be millions of messages referencing, tagging him.
Everything he does.
Oh, yeah.
Every little move. So, I don't know. That scrutiny, too, is crazy. I want to be like a pro golfer famous.
Yeah, give me give me top 10 to 5. I don't even need to be number 1.
Like, yeah, I just like somewhere where like a true person would know who you were, like in your industry,
right?
Like a golf fan would know who I am, not like a person who works, whatever, doing nothing in my industry.
Yeah, I would really struggle with all that. And all that would just go to your head all the time.
I would straight to my noggin.
It would just
go straight to my head.
I mean, I wouldn't be playing at that level if it was going to my head, honestly.
Oh, my God. I would go straight to my dome.
I'd go straight to therapy.
Oh, you'd have to.
If I go to stardom, we're getting therapists.
Oh, yeah.
That's our first real sign right there.
Oh, daily? For sure.
Yeah.
It feels so good doing therapy, though. Have you ever done it before?
I mean, I consider this therapy at times.
Right. And I know people definitely feel that way with like crafts and stuff like that.
But not to a therapist directly, no.
You would love it.
Yeah. I'm sure.
It's nice to just unfilter, like unopinion people. It's like talking to a wall that has like, that kind of just agrees with you.
And it's insightful at the same time, maybe.
Right. They agree. They don't like deny what you're saying, no matter how crazy it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they give you tips and insights and tricks, a good one will, on how to, help you out. And it's sometimes when I go and I'm having like a really shitty couple of weeks and I feel like I can just unload all my crazy on somebody.
Take a big old dump in that office.
Yeah, I always go, man, it must be hard. To my therapist, like, it must be hard to do this every day for people. Right. Just to come in and just
unload all the shit and then just
leave you.
Pack it all up.
And then he's like, yeah, but I do the same. Like, I have to do the same with your guys' stuff. So, like, then I just leave it here. Like, when I leave this office, I am no longer...
He has, like, another, therapist?
He just, like, leaves it. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't take... Like, you don't take work home with you. It's the same vibe.
Totally.
Which is crazy, because it's like, well, those are my emotions and feelings. But, like, in reality, it's like, Yeah. It's crazy.
It's a job at the end of the day.
It is. And you have to do it like that. It's the only way it works. I also wanted to talk about, this is one of those football topic here, Bill Belichick having another awful season. I'm going to bring some notes here for the for the fans of In the Cabbage heads, who are huge supporters of Taylor Swift, I might add.
Yeah, big time.
And the girl couldn't be more gorgeous. Let's just,
It's just a straight dime piece. Look no further.
And whatever we said,
to the definition of beautiful.
to backtrack heavy and make sure no one hates us.
Yeah, we're screwed. It's clipped.
It's too good too. We can't not.
It's gonna get up there. If it's not this week, it's maybe next. Maybe when the hype.
We're gonna say something
down.
dumb at some point. If that's the worst thing people think we say dumb, then what it is what it is. You know what I mean?
There's no revising my answer either. It's firmly cemented in there.
All right. So Bill Belichick. I
want to point out though, real quick. Look at us doing a little research beforehand.
This is like season 1.5 for In the Cabbage.
Yeah, this is great. Let's roll out the red carpet for something new.
Is going to keep getting better, and I think if we keep having hot topics on how hot Taylor Swift is, we're going to jump the charts pretty fast. We're just going to say the most heinous shit and just get up there. So without Tom Brady, he is 79-88 with 7 losing seasons as a head coach.
Okay.
With Tom Brady as coach, he's as quarterback, he's 218-64.
Yeah.
He's won Super Bowls without Tom Brady, but as a defensive coordinator for Bill Parcells.
Mm-hmm.
And Bill Parcells never won a championship without Bill Belichick. I gonna throw this out here, and I went deathly quiet in my house because of it.
It's another really hot topic here. We're dancing in some boiling water, but
Bill Belichick
jump right in.
Is overrated.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of sports podcasts, and especially with Bustin' the Boys, who interview a lot of football players and some of them being expatriates. The words I hear are, he's a great coach, but he's like a dick. Like, he's a good coach, but he sucks as a person. So,
right.
He's hard. He's harsh. He basically pushed Tom Brady out. And it's just to me, with those stats, he's not one without Tom Brady. As head coach, he has 7 losing seasons.
Out of his 23 years, right? And I don't know how many seasons it is. Roughly, maybe 8, 10.
10 seasons.
Roughly. Okay, so 10 seasons without Tom Brady. He's had 7 losing seasons. They're clearly the magic right there. If he is truly defensive minded, which I have heard and will back you up on, because, Bustin' with the Boys will talk about it as well. And New Heights will also talk about it as well. Kelce Bros. How good of a defensive coach Bill Belichick is.
Yeah, he's a great defensive-minded coach.
But if you're not putting points on the board, you ain't going to win.
Right.
And so Tom Brady made it look really easy and so great. Tom Brady was just unbelievable at calling audibles of reading defenses, and Bill Belichick just cleaned his hands and great, let me just focus on the other side of the ball. Maybe that's why they created a dynasty, but, there's not a lot of Tom Bradys floating around in the NFL.
Yeah, and it seems like they didn't appreciate him towards the end of his seasons there.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Patriots organization, the way they handled it. Tom Brady wanted to play until he was 45 years old in the Patriots uniform. Why didn't you just let him do that?
Yeah, you guys thought you were in they had full thinking they were just after 20 seasons of dominance, they were just going to hop off Tom Brady and jump on to the next person.
I get it. Maybe it's a business move, but can't you just ride it out? I mean, you have a top 5 quarterback. I guarantee you Tom Brady will come back. If he were to come back in, he would be better than half of the QBs in the league right now.
If he could throw the ball still.
His shoulder looked great last year.
Yeah.
Still throwing 40-yard bombs, with a little bit of zip and pace on him. Sure, maybe it wasn't where it used to be, but the dude can put a little zing on it.
You're right. And if you can do
throwing the ball way further than me.
The quarterbacks this year suck.
Yeah.
There's maybe 3 elite quarterbacks right now.
Well, we got Tua and the Dolphins, so just running it up. But
is Tua an elite quarterback? I think that's the big question.
He's got elite playmakers.
Right.
And a really good head coach. He's a wizard on the offense. Maybe McDaniels needs to go and like teach Bill Belichick a thing or two, but he might be too stubborn to listen to him. So
yeah, I think Bill Belichick needs to go.
I agree, dude. I think he's overrated. And I was trying to think of any other head coaches that, might be a little bit overrated. I thought for a second maybe Doc Rivers was a little bit overrated, but
I think Doc Rivers is overrated.
A little bit.
He always seems to get jobs. He has winning seasons, but he's never won a championship.
He had a lot of talent around him, but I did watch the.
He hasn't won one recently.
Yeah, and I have a little sympathy for him, just because of the TV show on Netflix. It was like the coach's game plan, and I watched his documentary, and of course, again, it's tailored to him and how he wants to tell the story, but it's all their beliefs and what they hold true to their heart and how they're going to relay a message to a team, get them on board and bring them along. And so, I don't think he is, there's no way of me saying he's a bad coach, but maybe there was just a little bit too much hype around him for him being one of the better coaches. And I think he's a great coach still, but maybe not in like that upper, tier that everyone may think he's in.
Right.
So same with Bill Belichick. Again, great coach, but maybe he gets too much praise for maybe what he's accomplished, because a lot of it falls on the shoulders of Tom Brady.
And I think it just proves that he left and he won a championship, and Bill Belichick hasn't even sniffed it.
Yeah, they've been terrible without him.
And I get some of it's drafting and all that stuff, but like you've ridden with your quarterback, you haven't left him. You think he's the guy. Like, you haven't really drafted anyone. You let go of Jacoby Myers, which he looks
great over the Raiders.
Looks great at the Raiders. Like, you just are letting talent go, and you're holding on to the wrong stuff. And I mean, no one really likes those locker rooms nowadays. You need to have a good locker room. You need to have a good facilities. You need to have a fun coach. Like, McDaniels is going to change the NFL.
Yeah.
Like
what he's doing for sure.
Like, he's just letting the players be players over there, from what I feel like.
That's a fair
and
assessment.
I feel like he's just drawing up plays and he just throws them on the field and he's working. I feel like if you put whatever player he needed out there, you gave him like, Josh Jacobs, Derek Carr, and like a couple different wide receivers, I feel like everyone would just be just as doing as well.
It's just like the Andy Reid. I think Andy Reid is a incredible coach.
Right. I think Andy Reid is way better than Bill Belichick.
Yeah. Yeah. And he lets the players be players. We kind of saw that in the quarterback documentary on Netflix where, the players will come up with their own plays. And if Andy Reid likes it, he's got the final say. He'll let them run it. Get super rowdy in the locker room.
You know how much fun that it must be to like drop a play with your boys and bring it to the NFL.
Oh my God. And put that like as a 2-point conversion. Right. Oh my God, for like a game winner.
That's so much fun. You'd be losing your minds.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's just fun. That's just fun things you want to do. Like, it's just a sport, at the end of the day.
Do you have any other head coaches that are a little bit too overrated in your opinion? Because I brought Doc to the picture. You have to kind of rule out like baseball.
Baseball, I couldn't even tell you a manager.
Is it really, really down to like...
Baseball is just like...
It's all chance, basically, and probability, and you put good players in good positions.
That's and you know when to like pull your pitchers.
Yeah, so let's take baseball out of the equation.
Right.
We might have just said something really dumb again, but who knows?
Nah, screw it, man. We're going for hot topics now.
Yeah. Let's go.
We're just having fun. We're just two idiots on the mic. If you're listening to us for any sort of like... real,
unless it comes to betting though, because we're red hot with betting.
Yeah, more on that. Unless we're coming to people with like, we're idiots. We're just two buddies sitting on the couch.
That's true.
We're in the Cabbage. We're just flinging things out of here.
That's true.
We're just hanging out.
We're trying to see if something.
If you're
lands,
listening to us for like real advice, and I'm an idiot, I'm just giving you what helps me or what I know.
Sure.
Same with you.
Sure.
But overrated coaches. For football, Bill Belichick is one up there for me. Greg Popovich, I don't like him. So, like, to me, it's just like overrated.
Yeah.
You can just argue that he had great talent at that time, and
he put together a great offense and very disciplined team.
And he had like the perfect players for it.
So yeah, I don't love Pop. I thought Popovich was great back when he was like not 76 years old. I don't know how old he is.
I mean, he's like 95.
Dude,
every time I look at him, he's like knocking on death's doorstep.
Yeah, I know. And so back in the day when they had Tony Parker, Manu, and you got Danny Green and Timmy Duncan, the big fundamental. You're going to put together some good seasons, but I think he was still pretty solid. I agree with you, though. Not a very personable guy.
Yeah, I like personable coaches. I like coaches that can coach for anyone.
Yeah.
Like you said, Phil Mickelson. Not Mickelson. I'm blanking on his name, right? Phil Jackson. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Phil Jackson. Ooh, brain got me.
I was like, wait, where you going golf here?
Well, I just think about my swing, how bad it is. Phil Jackson to me, like two different dynasties, two completely different teams, similar personalities, but obviously Kobe and MJ are different, and you have to handle them differently.
Yeah, and you got Scottie Pippen, and you got
Dennis Rodman.
Thank you, Dennis Rodman, dude. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you got to manage some egos.
And then Steve Kerr, another guy for me.
He's great.
Who I really
is he overrated?
Enjoy.
Who's your other overrated coach?
I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. I can't think of a coach. Because Bill Belichick has been I don't like Bill Belichick at all.
This is a really unpopular opinion, but here we are on Hot Topics, and I think Mike Tomlin's overrated.
Mike Tomlin. Yeah, I would say so too.
I know he's literally never had a losing season. Okay. Hot topic though. Hot take. Give me some of that heat. But yeah. I think Mike Tomlin is a little overrated. I mean, when I watch the Steelers play, it looks so boring and so sad.
Yeah, looks like they're just stuck. I
get it. I get it. You're a defensive-minded team, but get a new offensive coordinator in there. Mike Tomlin runs the defense. Get a new OC. You got to do something else, or Mike Tomlin's got to spend a little time and do a little bit more film and watch some of the more creative stuff that's going on offense. Because when you're putting up, 12 points a game, 15 or 17 points a game,
right?
You're just not going to win any. You're just not. It's just really boring football. And the game,
it's make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just progressing to not win a championship. If you put up 35 a game, really good chance to have a good to okay defense and win a championship.
Yeah, just give it the times a bit more on it. I agree. I like Mike Tomlin. I agree. Someone's got to win a Super Bowl. You got to get a coach that wants to win it all, no? I get it, winning seasons is great, and that's what I want. If I was a head coach, I just want someone who's trying to get, who has been to the dance before or has gotten me there. Maybe two, and he could be my head coach for as long as he wants to be a head coach, as long as he has winning seasons.
For sure. And he gets you there because you can see it happening.
Now, if you know what it takes. 7 losing seasons and you got rid of our best player and you go 79-88 without him and he
looks like he doesn't care anymore and he's just a dick.
You're probably going to get the boot from me.
Right. I'm with you.
I'm not gonna live or die by you having success off the Patriots.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I love the personality of Mike Tomlin. And I think he runs a great locker room. It seems like he does, just from the outside looking in. But yeah, get with the times a little bit more.
Yeah, just offense. I don't know. It just gets
boring. Take something from the Eagles, take something from the Chiefs.
Eagles play a great new age, old school football.
Yeah. And I feel like that would be great for Pittsburgh.
That's exactly what they should be doing. They just play hard nosed. They have the almost unbeatable playing football right now. Yeah. They got the quarterback sneak, where success rate 93%.
They basically all lock arms and in rugby style essentially, but it's not quite that. But the flying V.
It is actually. They're people are arguing what they're doing is a rugby scrum or not, and they actually are wondering if they're trying to figure out ways to the NFL is to outlaw that type of play.
Yeah, I know. I did see a little bit of that. Was that on the New Heights?
No more pushing quarterback on a 1 yard sneak because they basically just grab him and throw him.
Oh yeah,
he jumps and then the other people push.
Well, and it's also cool too because the lineman will just dive at the other people's legs, which immediately makes the defensive linemen lean over, and then at that point you don't have any leverage.
Right.
You got the low ground, so all you need is you're going to get a yard almost every single time, unless something really tragically goes bad.
And then they just run it every time. They should just do it 6 times, 7 times, 8 times in a row. to see.
I mean, we watched the game on Monday, and they did it 6 times.
Right.
7 times. It was a lot.
They were doing it a lot, and I love it. I love watching it. Switching gears here into a different little topic, but, team play as well coming up, Ryder Cup. Want to talk to you about, some of the controversy, and now at this point, they're a team. They're cheering for each other. But would you rather build a Ryder Cup team around chemistry, or would you rather bring the best players in, no matter what?
And are my chemistry players still in the top 50 in the world?
Yeah.
I'd rather go.
It'd be like Justin Thomas.
Yeah. I think I'd go chemistry.
I think in the past, USA's had trouble with the Ryder Cup because they would just bring their whatever best players. And it'd be more of a privilege to play in it, not like we're trying to really win the thing, it felt like at times. I felt like they were trying to, but not really. They were kind of in it. Now it's like, this is what people play for. It's a privilege to be on the team, and it's also like a chemistry thing. You got to be like a good locker room guy, too. Yeah. Like Justin Thomas gone because he's friends with, Ricky Fowler and Jordan Spieth.
The more that, this is a terrible analogy, but it's personal and it feels like it would mean more, is that if a partner to me in golf, when you're playing a best ball or an alternate shot or whatever it may be, whatever format, your partner in golf is so big because it's such a mental game. And knowing that your partner is okay with a bad shot that you hit, or knowing their game when they're able to leave them in a better spot, or if I am going to miss, maybe favor a bunker. If your sand game's really good. We're talking maybe dream stuff here.
Yeah, my sand game couldn't be worse.
But you know what I'm saying, though, right? Right. It's that backbone where that whatever I do, he's got my back. You can celebrate a little bit more. It's not uneasy, right?
Yeah, you need to have someone who, hey, these long par threes, I know JT's better at it than I am. I'm going to just try to get this middle green. I'm going to let JT kind of 5 or something. Mm-hmm. And that just comes with give and take in golf. I know it's an individual sport, but when you're with a partner, it's very team-based. If you really are doing it correctly, you're choosing where to hit balls based on what they're doing, and you're trying to give them reads at times, and you're talking things out. You're walking down the fairway with them,
Especially on the alternate shot.
Alternate shot's crazy.
And you have a lot of downtime. You're out there for 5.5 hours, and you're standing next to your partner essentially, 80% of the time.
Yeah.
Helping each other out with reads, helping each other out with strategies and talks. I think maybe now the more I look at it, previously I would have said, let's take the best players. Right. But now of going through some of our, amateur events and semi-competitive events, and us doing, competition, because I still get nervous on competition day. Granted, the pressure is way, way far more seduced, but at the same time, there is a little bit of pressure, and it's nice after we had that little powwow and being F it. Right. We played so bad. What are we even worried about? Just hit a good shot and let's just move on and just know our intentions are pure. And I can't imagine doing that with someone I'm not close buddies with.
Right, because at some point you have to have that talk. I guess we had to have that talk when you really care about playing with the other person. It adds a good pressure onto it, but it can be too much where you're just pushing too hard, and you have to have those real talks as a teammate. Sometimes being bro, let's just go play. I don't care.
Right.
What you do. I'm going to play my game and we're going to be fine. You know what I mean? And it's just, they bring the best out of each other, because you can ride that wave. Like you were saying, it can be better or worse. But Patrick Cantlay and Brooks Koepka are on the team. There's some turmoil in the past because Patrick Cantlay played so slow. And Brooks made comments about it. And, Patrick came out with a statement basically saying in reality, I think he's talking about overall events are slow, but I'm pretty sure Brooks Koepka mentioned him by name.
Yeah, I think he did. Brooks Koepka is okay, doesn't have a problem just throwing a couple players right under the bus.
Yeah, so basically he said, Patrick play slow. And Patrick's response was like, maybe he was talking about other people as well and not just me, which is how I'm taking it.
It's the high road right there, baby.
And then he also says, and like, I'm his biggest fan this week. And I'm like, that's great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just good teammate stuff to come in. I think USA's got a real challenge ahead of them. There's some ballers on Europe. My key players to watch are going to be Ricky Fowler for USA. I think if Ricky can stay on what he's currently doing, he's going to be our biggest swing player on that team.
And people are going to get behind him.
For sure.
He's going to be a big
momentum. And he's
guy. Ranked
really high right now because of how well golf he's been playing. But I don't know how that pressure is going to translate into Ryder Cup. You know, pressure with his game right now, it looks so good, so solid. But I'm worried that it might rock him a bit. And if that happens, he's kind of like one of our top players. And we have like rookies on the team right now who haven't really done a Ryder Cup before. Brian Harmon, like, came out of nowhere this year.
Yeah. I knew he was a good player, though, before.
Yeah, but, like, he wasn't making the Ryder Cup. Would you have said beginning of the season Brian Harmon making the Ryder Cup?
No, but he always flirts on that edge. He kind of gets close. He's always, like, 25th in FedEx.
Okay.
Right around there. He's a solid player. He's a clutch player, too. I love him. I think he's going to do great.
That's good.
I think he's going to do great.
Who would you be your swing player for USA?
I think a guy that could bring a lot of momentum that needs to step up is Max Homa. First like Ryder Cup for him. He loves this stuff. And the game has been a little bit on the shaky side at times.
Right.
At the really high level. But if he's got his candid 5-yard cut and he's controlling the ball really well, he could be really lethal. And when he's confident with his game, I see him winning like, 2 matches.
That'd be awesome. I'm really excited for this Ryder Cup. And then
this is like the first time that we have really have been preparing for it. It's like our first for I feel like also the golf has not been extremely good this year. This is like we're really mounting this up to be
no more live talk right now, which has been great in the golf world.
Awesome. It's awesome.
It's just we're all on Team USA right now, and it's great.
It's great to root for like that one side.
I'm glad hopefully this PGA Tour live thing dies down next season and goes away completely in the next couple. Europe person to watch is Ludwig Aberg for me.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he's going to be a match play murderer. Hits the ball down the middle and as far as you would like, and he's used to shady conditions. All these players are. It's going to be windy. It's going to be a little cold. The rough is thick. Can't really miss. You know what I mean?
It's exactly he could cause some problems, but then again, it's his first time playing under a major spotlight. So who knows how he's going to take it? He seems like he's built as solid as they come. So we'll see.
He looks like he has the perfect body for golf.
Oh my God. I don't even know how tall he is. 6'3"? He's long.
He looks like he has someone cookie cutter the golf body and put it on this man. It looks like that's what every next year's
look up some of this guy's swing. I mean, you heard it here first. If you listened 3 months ago, we called out this dude. Like he is
just went on a tear. He's won the tournament again, got himself a last minute invite to it.
If he stays healthy, the dude's gonna have more than 20 career wins. Combined DP World Tour and PGA Tour. Very well could just get 20 on the PGA Tour.
I mean, I think he just has the look, the personality. I think it's all the tangibles are there for him. Yeah, man, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Those are going to be fun to get going. We're going to make some wings on Sunday.
Really excited for that, dude.
Yeah, let's get into Cabbage a little bit here with that stuff. The wings on Sunday here. We're going to do 3 different flavors.
Are we doing 3? We're going to commit to the lemon pepper?
I bought the seasoning.
Oh, baby, let's go.
Yeah, bought the seasoning. So it's coming.
I didn't know it was in the cart.
Oh, it's in the cart and purchase with the MSG as well.
Yeah, really excited for that, actually, too.
Me too. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be super fun to try. I bet you it's going to be unreal.
It's going to slap. It's going to ruin chicken wings for us, right?
Which is fine because chicken wings, there's no good chicken wings anymore.
Can we talk to the just restaurants in general? Can we all figure it out?
It's really not that hard.
Can we figure out chicken wings?
Fry them, fry them, give it 5 minutes, then fry them again at a higher temperature. And
you can
throw
have
some buffalo sauce on it and pass it to me.
Right.
I don't understand why
it's messed up all the time.
Yeah.
If you can only here's maybe where restaurants maybe go wrong, and I don't know because I don't have the knowledge, but the sauce is probably cold. Why don't you just make 2 really good sauces or 3 really good sauces and have those guys on the back burner and have those like hot and warm?
I think the sauces are in jars, not jars, but like little squeezy bottles.
Yeah.
Room temp.
That's the problem. Because you put a cold sauce on a hot wing and then it loses all of its crunch.
You think so?
Yeah.
The sauce controls the crunch? The temperature of the sauce?
It certainly contributes to it, yes. I would agree. I would agree.
Because all the sauce that I've been putting on stuff sometimes is just cold. And because the wings just come out so piping hot. I think it's just a lack of execution, I'm going to be honest.
It's
I think
too.
It's a lot of these places don't want to fry a wing into like their fryers for fries and stuff, I assume, for whatever reason. And it's just, chicken and stuff like that. So maybe there's some weird stuff going on with it. But a lot of these places I get wings from are baked. And the wing isn't like crispy at all. So either like it's been sitting in sauce for too long or it's not fried properly. And also like just they were so expensive.
Yeah,
I know wings is a cheap meat.
It's like $4 a pound.
So why am I getting charged
$25 for a pound
for 6 wings?
It's unbelievable. It's like the biggest upcharge. They should be $2 a wing if you really want to like get crazy with it. But I don't even think it should be that. I think it should be like $1 a wing.
If you're a wing shop, your overhead is the biggest one's the rent. But your wings are cheap, fries are cheap. You're just making sauces. That's cheap. Like why is this so outlandishly expensive?
Wingstop is awful. Buffalo Wild Wings, awful. I'm not going to either of those places. And when I do go to Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm never getting wings.
I'm just done with Buffalo Wild Wings. I won't step foot back in that place. It's just bad food.
The only semi-salvageable chicken wing that we've had recently is shout out to the Newport golf course over there.
And that is like forever.
And those wings are actually pretty damn good.
They're great. And when you find one that in there more reasonably priced, they're not cheap, but they're more reasonably priced. I bet you maybe these people are doing frozen chicken wings. That's probably what they're doing. Frozen chicken wings and throwing them right into a fryer, essentially.
That's just so tough. You got to air dry them.
Yeah.
Pat them down with a towel at the very least, dude.
It'll be fun for us to throw out some sauces. We're doing that, watching Ryder Cup, doing some football. Buddy, I think we got some hot topics here. I think we jump right into a little football betting. What do you say here?
Yeah, I love that, dude. Let's get the little bets going. God, dude, I'm a little salty at the moment because we have been catching some tough breaks.
So let me just fill the people in here real quick.
Yeah.
You and I have been working on Monday nights now religiously for the past 2 months.
Awesome. Great.
Maybe a month.
I would say 2 months now.
Okay. 2 months. And after Monday, we usually just hang out and have, dinner or whatever, and we watch Monday Night Football together.
If we're not watching on Monday night prior to football season, we were doing Tuesday workouts. So workouts for 2 months, but for every Monday Night Football game now,
we are basically, being able to watch. And it's been abysmal the way we've been betting. We're like 0-9. I'm awful at sports betting. It's on record, on tape, that I'm one of the worst sports bettors. I thought you were somewhat decent.
Yeah, it turns out I'm just as bad as you are, dude.
I don't know if I'm swaying you, but we're 0-9. So we thought it'd be funny.
We did get one.
We got one. Okay, so we're 1-9.
We're 1-9. And let's clear the record as well. We are doing more parlays than not. But now we're not doing crazy parlays where we're doing 4 prop bets in a parlay. We're doing 2. So if we're feeling good about a player like Puka Nacua, we wanted to have over 7 receptions and over 72.5 yards was that line.
Yeah.
And we looked great in the first half, and the dude didn't catch a single ball in the second half. And so
Yeah,
we fell flat on our face. But like that was another one, it was like that looks like a very hittable one. Matt Stafford to get 23 or more completions and 6 rushing yards. Well, look at his previous 2 games.
He runs for 6 almost every game.
He ran for 7 and on that Monday night game, and he didn't drop back to pass that many times.
And he dropped a lot of running back passes.
Yeah. So we've been having some tough breaks here.
Tough breaks for the boys.
But it's all going to turn around here.
So we decided we're going to start betting with you guys on Thursday nights, just so we can get prop bets that we like to do for fun. Because we record here on Tuesday nights, like Andrew said. So we are going to throw you guys out some bets. It's Green Bay versus the Detroit Lions at Green Bay. We're going to go straight up Green Bay money line. I really like where the Green Bay players are sitting right now. I love me some Love right now.
Yeah.
He's doing great. Really happy you gave him, we traded for him in Dynasty
League. Yeah,
really,
I do.
You really needed it.
It's going to be a big showcase for our Dynasty Leagues because you also, in that package deal, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown. So he's also going to be on display on Thursday night.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty fun for us to watch together.
I like the money line on Green Bay. It seems like, yes, they do have a lot of good things going for them. I'm really blanking on the head coach's name right now, but I'm a big fan of him. I think he runs a good, tight ship and knows what he's doing and is also inventive and runs some good schemes.
Great.
And it's also just like 68 degrees, partly cloudy. It looks like great weather.
And some of the injured players on Green Bay are coming back.
Yeah, we're
more than likely.
We're hoping Christian Watson comes back, and we're hoping Jair Alexander comes back. Those are the 2 big dogs. Because if Jair Alexander doesn't play, the Lions might be running up the scoreboard. That's the only concern, really.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to hit that one. That's plus odds. So you'll win some extra cash there. And then we're doing our little classic 2-man parlay. We're going Romeo Doubs over 38 yards reception, which I think he's going to be one of the only healthy options on that team at the moment. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I could see him catching 2 or 3 passes for 10 yards.
Dobbs?
Yeah.
Oh, easy. He could catch. I see him catching 5 for 62.
That's great. And then Mari St. Brown.
Yeah.
Over 75.
I mean, the dude's a stud.
One of the little parlay there.
One of the better wide receivers in the game. He just looks great. And so I think if Jair Alexander doesn't play, this is kind of covering our asses a little bit. If Christian Watson doesn't play, we're kind of covering our just straight up money line Green Bay bet, and now betting that Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to go a little bit more ham and go for like 100+ receiving yards.
Oh yeah,
and same with Dobbs. Dobbs becomes the number 1 wide receiver if Christian Watson doesn't play. So we're kind of like it's both hedging, and if we hit both, then that's even better.
Then we're gonna start it off. So it's gonna be it's gonna be called the Fade Us segment here.
What is it?
The Fade Us segment.
Fade
us.
Oh, Fade Us segment.
Fade us. You want to fade our bets. Do not pick what we're picking. Pick 2 different. Pick the unders and go with the Detroit Lions if you want to win money.
Is that what Fade Us means?
Yeah, like you fade my bet.
Wow, I'm learning so much tonight.
Yeah,
this is great.
This has been a learning podcast for both of us here. Great pod, buddy. You got anything for the people here?
Fuck stubbing your toe. Taylor Swift's banging hot.
Yeah, that's all time. That's what the people want. Like, comment, subscribe. 2.0 in the Cabbage. Season 2 is coming. Bigger and better than ever. YouTube videos, websites. Stay tuned.
It's in the works, baby. We're up and coming right now.
We are up and coming. We don't plan on going anywhere because we're in the Cabbage. And just a reminder, keep swinging.